in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Here's Lynn, following the bucket by the Hawks. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Splitter, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Splitter. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Cephalosha. Justin Holiday's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. And both free throws good for Jefferson. The Hawks trail by 6. Outside Holiday. Now the feed to Horford. Shoots a fader. No good. And Charlotte will come the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Here's Walker following the three by Atlanta. Screen by Jefferson. And it's Walker penetrating. Kemba Walker with an eerily similar season once again. Stats the last 3 years have ironically been very close.
Yeah, you talked about those 3 years. Almost 18 points a game, around 35 minutes. So did so on just under 16 shots as well. So becoming more and more efficient.
First free throw is good.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Hawks. And so Walker nails both of them.
As a team, they're hovering around 86 to 87% from the line. That's exactly what you want to see. I mean, converting at that rate, that'll win you a lot of games.
And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Millsap. Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
And the foul on Al Jefferson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Schroeder kicks to Holiday. Paul Millsap again. And it's now only a 1-point Charlotte lead.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
The dish to Jefferson. Batum wide open, he fires. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. 1:53 left in the third. Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Walker. Schroeder passes to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Walker's got 5 rebounds tonight.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Al Horford really has become one of those elite two-way big men. And that's very rare. You look at most bigs in the NBA, they excel at either one end or the other, but this is one of those guys that does it all.
Now here's Walker. 11 points in the game. Screen by Jefferson. To the middle, off the pick. The rebound by Holiday.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And Horford at 6'10", a natural power forward who's been pressed into duty at the center spot, but he holds his own on the low block.
He also does a really good job, Kevin, moving his feet and covering in space, covering the pick and roll. He's outstanding in that regard, which is important in today's game. He's got mobility and a high IQ.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Millsap. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Last season, we saw Al Horford rounding back into form. Good to see that after what had been his second season-ending pectoral muscle tear back in late 2013.
Exactly. I mean, the Hawks just had to bide their time while their best player was out. You saw once he returned, though, he makes a big difference for him.
And Al Horford drops them both.
And for me, Horford, one of the most unappreciated stars in the league. When he's healthy, he's every bit the franchise player because he really has no weakness. He does pretty much everything well on the floor.
There's a screen by Williams to the inside. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 14 points for Williams. The Hawks leading, 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. Pick by Horford. The kick out to Holiday, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. "15 seconds left in the third. 4 on the clock. Plays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
No good. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Hawks lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Hawks leading by 4, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague, and it's Korver in at the 3 slot.
That's his first personal foul.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. Pass to Teague. And it comes off the front of the rim. Hornets trail by 4. Lamb dishes to Lynn. He kicks it to Lamb. To the paint. He's looking for Hawes and finds him. Lamb, good. Lamb's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hornets.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Teague drives in. Horford. Pause with the block. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead of shooting foul. And We'll see free throws coming up right here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Atlanta making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You know, I thought Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
Lynn kicks to Hansbrough. Another shot rejected by Millsap. Outside Teague. Korver passes to Teague. They get it back. Millsap. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
What a performance from Millsap here. He's got 14 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
At the line for the
And he isn't the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap, very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. But folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
Roberts is checked in for Jeremy Lin. He hits both from the stripe.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards in steals pretty much every season.
Here's Hawes. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Teague drives in. Count the bucket. Teague's got 29 in the game.
And speaking of Millsap's defense, I mean, he can switch out and cover perimeter players as well. His smaller stature gives him that versatility, but then the long wingspan allows him to still bang with the biggies.
Now here's Teague. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Roberts. Here's Hawes. And it's the Hornets another three.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Outside Teague. To the paint, Korver kicks to Cephalosha. Right side Teague. Spencer Hawes grabs the miss. Hawes got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Lamb. Dishes it to Hawes. And there's another one for the Hornets.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Here's Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague. That's good. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Roberts. Hansbrough a screen on Teague. Roberts dishes to Hansbrough. Use that pick to get in close.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Atlanta calls timeout. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.